This is my metal collection update.
What is up? This is Buff Metal Justin here with a collection update. The most overdone videos on the tube. But that being said, what am I going to do? I have absolute heaters here today, and I'm very stoked up about them, so I want to talk about them, god damn it. All right, let's get right into it. I know you want the buff tunes first. Here we go. Exploding Zombies with several severed heads put out by Hell's Headbangers. This, when I saw they were pressing it, was a no-brainer. As soon as I heard about Exploding Zombies, at some point in the last year, obviously from J-Dog, because I don't even, how can you even pretend like he doesn't get you hip to mad good shit? Yeah, man, this was like a, I need to have that record. This is so good. This is what I'm talking about, man, where there are so many goddamn unoriginal death metal bands out there today, and this is what keeps me going back to the 90s. I don't want slow, drudgy, doomy death metal. I want exploding zombies. This is the best death metal I have heard in a hot minute, dude. If you haven't checked this out, stop what you're doing and go put it on. Tons of good songs on this thing. Can't Keep a Good Man Down. There's a cover that they do in here of the Halloween theme song. They call it Thorn, and it leads into the last track called Blasting Circle. But the record is so sick looking. This is easily one of the coolest album covers, and again, dude, nothing looks like this. It's totally original. The music is totally original. The logo is totally original. When you think death metal, you think I can't read the logo type-ish, but when you look at the logo here, it is absolutely sick. It's made up of a bunch of zombie limbs and knives, and it's gory. Dude, it's a actually sick logo, almost reminiscent of the early Death logo. I love the album cover with the severed heads on it. And it sounds almost like the vocals are akin to Deicide or something like that, but the music isn't. It really does sound like, I don't know how else to put it, like a march of exploding zombies. There's this breakdown. I think it's in Can't Keep a Good Man Down. I'm still getting to know this goddamn record, but there's this breakdown in it where it's like do-do-do-do-do-do-do-dun-dun-dun. You know what I'm talking about. When I first heard it, I was like, what the hell is this? This is so cool. And again, so original. Damn you new death metal bands, take notes. This is how you do it. Exploding Zombies, several severed heads. If there are still copies left at Hell's Headbangers, you have to pick this up. It's mandatory. Next! Sorry, I'm real fired up today. I don't know. Caffeinated, and I had a good workout. So here we go. Next record, Never Say Die by Black Sabbath. Honest to God, man, this is one of the most underrated Sabbath albums. And I know there's a ton of underrated Sabbath albums, like the later ones from the 90s and stuff, Tear and all that. I think that is all mid. It's mad good, bro. But the only thing that I think is actually really slept on that needs more attention is Black Sabbath, Never Say Die. And the major glaring issue with this problem is the opposite problem that most albums have, where they front-loaded the side A of the album with all the garbage tracks. Junior's Eyes is one of the worst songs by Black Sabbath, hands down. And what's the other one? Johnny Blade is the most annoying Sabbath song, hands down. Johnny Blade, Johnny Blade. It's just objectively bad. It's not a good song. I don't like it at all. However, when you get to side B, you get to the Ragers. Dude, it's all banging on here. Shockwave Air Dance. That's one of my favorites. That's that song that got me hip to this. It starts off with this do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. It's so good. It's almost not really like much else that Sabbath has done. Super cool. Breakout is this jazzy instrumental that sounds like you're walking the back streets of New York in an 80s horror movie, at something like Chud or something like that, the New York Ripper or something. It's got this real sleazy, jazzy atmosphere, and the song builds up, and it sounds like you're in a steaming neon room. Dude, it is one of the coolest songs by Sabbath, hands down. It's one of the most original. I'm obsessed with it. And the last track, Swinging the Chain, is a damn Aussie diss track by Black Sabbath, sung by Bill Ward. How would you not be interested in that? And it's mad good. It's not even it's bad or anything. I like it when Bill Ward hops on vocals. It's always I think he did it one other time in Technical Ecstasy, but not a huge fan of that album. Regardless, you gotta check this out. Black Sabbath, Never Say Die. If you heard it and you didn't love it, dude, run it back. I'm telling you, this is a keeper. one from Hell's Headbangers here. We have Cut, Carve, Rip, and Serve by Deranged. I don't know much about this album. Really next to nothing. I listened to it a handful of times before buying it, once or twice, just to get the vibe, because J-Dog really talked it up. Listened to it, I was like, this is awesome. This is really cool. Again, very original, different sounding death metal. This is like, it's definitely more of that brutal camp, right? It's those low tune guitars. It's just what you expect from that type of thing. Super good though. I listened to like half of it just before making this video, and yeah, man, it holds up. And something that I think is underrated when it comes to listening to albums is just, dude, you gotta sit with these a little more before you can really talk about them. I can't really say much about this thing because I don't know much yet, but like, people I think get really consumed in the record culture of buy it, move on, build the collection. Dude, you gotta slow down a bit. And, you know, I picked this up because, again, I'm always looking for like a good, brutal death metal album. And, dude, J-Dog does not fail with his recs. I tend to trust him. And, yeah, man, spinning it once now. Awesome stuff. I'm dying to listen to it more and get to know this Deranged album more. This is a really cool death metal band. If you've heard it, let me know what you think. Brain Drain by the Ramones. I have been loving the Ramones lately, man. This album is killer. All killer, no filler, till side B a little bit, but, and you know, you get the Christmas track on here. Not great, but dude, I love Pet Sematary. That's the, you know, that was a catalyst for me buying this album. Pet Sematary rules. That's like probably in my top 3 Ramones songs, but when I listened to side A of this one, it made me actually friggin' love this album. Dude, a lot of these songs, dude, 00, UFO, Don't Bust My Chops. I was dying laughing at that one. Dude, it's like very tongue-in-cheek punk. I very much like what they did on this album. It's pretty unique, you know, compared to the older stuff. I'm not sure when this came out because I'm not really super familiar with the Ramones, but I'll tell you this album rules, and the more I listen to it, the more I'm like, yeah, I gotta listen to that band more. Yeah, so not much really to say other than, dude, Brain Drain is really, really cool punk music, and I'm a big fan, and yeah, man, I'm dying to listen to this more and, you know, to get to know it a little better, but, you know, if you haven't heard Pet Sematary, that song is killer. Moving on to the last album. Saving the best for last here, we have Danzig 2 with Lucifuge. This is my favorite Danzig album, and not only that, it's one of my favorite albums in life. I have listened to this album so much. This is my default, like, if I don't know what to put on, I'm going with Danzig 2. Every song on here, man, absolute killer. Dude, Long Way Back from Hell goes so hard. What do we got? Snake of Christ, Killer Wolf, Tired of Being Alive, probably my favorite Danzig song. That guitar comes in so hard. So good. I'm telling you, if you need something to motivate you when you're at the gym and like you need to really just like bob your head to some good rock and roll, throw on Lucifuge by Danzig. I'm telling you, man, this thing is so good. All killer, no filler, 10 out of 10 album. I don't think he did anything better after this, but I'm getting kind of hip to that album. What is it? Red Death Sabbath or whatever it is. Recently checked that out and I'm like, damn, he had a return to form in the late 2000s. Regardless, getting sidetracked here. This album is absolutely awesome, man. Look at our boy on the back. You know that Danzig's like 5'6" or something? He looks so big, dude. But, you know, that's what keeping in shape will do for you. Yeah, man, this is, like I said, one of my favorite albums ever. If you haven't listened to it, you really have to. It's really, in my opinion, the last of the great, great Danzig material. And a side note on Danzig, I will be doing a full video on Danzig coming up. Please stay tuned for that. I am very excited to do it as Danzig is one of my favorite artists. He is such a sleazeball, and I am here for it. I have his comics. I have some magazine interviews. And so if you like Danzig, make sure you subscribe because I'll be doing a full video on him soon. All right, gang, that's it. That's my collection update. Hope you liked it. Hope you found it fun. Do you like any of these? Do you have them? I gotta say, I've been jamming these nonstop, and I'm pretty damn stoked up on them. So anyways, all right, guys, rock on. If you need help with getting buff, hit me up. If you like these albums, comment below, and I'll talk to you next time. Thank you for watching. Peace.